Hey guys, I'm Deepti Desikan, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about some disappointing lipsticks. So I did a similar video on disappointing foundations alone. I will link it right here for you guys to check out so that you guys can watch it and see what are the foundations I didn't really like. Now I could have done all of this in one category, but right now I have quite a lot of products. I didn't want to mix all of it together because the video would be really long and you would get really bored. So that is the reason I'm categorizing it, because I had quite a lot of foundations and I have quite a lot of lipsticks to talk to you guys about. Now I have to give out my usual disclaimer that I always do in every video. If some of these lipsticks happen to be your favorite lipsticks, do not be offended. I'm not talking about, like, I'm not bashing the brand or anything of the sort. We are different people and different products work differently for different people, and we have different preferences as well. And here I'm talking more also about the formula, not so much the shade, because the shade it's my personal preference, but the formula is what I'm actually mostly talking about in these lipsticks. So let's get started. The first one I'm going to be talking about is this Pack Retro Matte Mini Collection. And the reason being, not that I've used this up and not like my preferences towards lipsticks has changed so much that I am like, oh no, I'm too bougie, I can't use these lipsticks anymore. It's not like that. The reason is I want to use it, but I'm not able to get the product out. These liquid lipsticks are super dry, and most of them have dried out inside the tube as well. It's very drying. I mean, the formula on the lips is really nice, but to get the product out, it's very difficult. And you can see this is the swatch. It's not even like a lipstick. Like, can you see that? I'm trying to apply it and these have dried down. So when I first got this, it was like the oil and the lipstick were not gelling together, so all the oil of the product leaked out in some of this, and so the formula is not consistent throughout, and that's the reason I'm very disappointed. It is pretty pricey. It was, I think, for $1,295, which is not cheap at all, you guys. And I wish to get more use out of it, but I couldn't use this to its full potential because it dried out on me, so I'm very disappointed with that. And another lipstick formula that is quite similar and very pricey is the Smashbox liquid lipsticks. Now I have, I think, about 5 to 6 of these, and I had got it from the US. I didn't order it from India. I mean, it's too pricey in India, but it is pretty pricey in the US as well. But I got it on a discount, I think, when there was a flat 30% off on the Smashbox website. So because everybody raves about it here, I thought I would get it and I will try it out. Now I love the formula of these on the lips. They're amazing, very long lasting, not so drying, very pigmented liquid lipsticks. But to get these out of the tube, it is so difficult. Most of these have dried down, and it's not been that long that I've got this. Can you guys see that? Like, just look at how dry it is. Now that's not how a liquid lipstick should be in the first place, right? It either has to be a mousse or it has to be a liquid. It can't be this. So it's all dried out, most of it, and it's very difficult to apply it. So if you want to get the Smashbox liquid lipsticks, like if you want to try out the mini variants. I mean, like, they don't have a lot of color selection, but every now and then they release a few mini liquid lipsticks, so I think you can try those out. Those haven't dried out on me like the shade Bows and Stepping Out, but these have. But I still do use it, of course, because these are so pricey and I got it and I really like the shades, so I kind of like squeeze it out somehow and use it. I read somewhere that you can use the Smashbox primer oil, like put it in and then give it a good swirl and then you can start using it, but we shouldn't be doing all of that. This should be like that in the first place, you know. It should be easy to use, and I think a lot of people have complained about this. I'm not very sure, but I'm not okay with the formula like this. I really hope they upgrade the formula and change this, because this is not okay, and a lot of us buy it with our own money. Now the next one I'm going to be talking about, I have mentioned this in another video as well. This is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Voyager. Now they have changed the formula quite a bit, and the newer ones are a lot better. You can wear it, but this one, oh my god, it's like a whole other exercise behind it, and I have to experiment so much to wear this. So the thing is, you have to apply it like in one layer and let it dry down like that. You can't purse your lips together like this, because if you do that, it transfers and then it gets patchy in this area, so you have to reapply. Then it becomes patchy and thick, so it kind of flakes off, and it's a very bad experience. So when you wear this and go out and you're actually having a very good meal, you're enjoying, eating very well, and then suddenly you're like lipstick all over your chin, flaking off, patchy on your lips because you ate something and you can't fix it, because I tried to do that. You can't take it off that easily even with micellar water or anything, okay, because it is pretty long lasting. That is a good thing. Like long lasting liquid lipsticks are amazing, but it shouldn't get patchy and it shouldn't be such a big hassle. So I think they have changed the formula right now for most of the shades, because I have the same thing in the shade Seeker that doesn't do this to me, but even that takes a long time to dry down and I don't dare purse my lips together. So I apply it, let it rest on my lips like that, and then it settles down and it's pretty comfortable. But very long wearing, okay, that is an amazing thing, that's a plus point, but it's just that patchy and all that doesn't look really nice. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is the Nykaa Wonder Puff Cushion Lipstick. This is in the shade Born to Blossom. Now the other shades at least I can deal with, okay, they're not very pigmented, but they are pretty good, decent pigmentation, lasts really well on the lips, and you can use it as a blush as well. But this particular shade, I don't know what went wrong with the formula. It's very like oily, runny on the lips. So when I apply this on the lips, you can see like a layer of oil like that. So I think it's a batch issue. I'm not sure if everybody is finding this. It's really nice as a blush, but as a lipstick, it's like it never settles down and it's just all over your lips. And because it is a rounded applicator, you don't get precise application and it transfers onto your teeth, it transfers onto everything, and it never dries down to a matte finish. So it just remains like a oily slick on your lips. So I'm not a big fan of that, and I'm not a big fan of the shade as well. Like as you guys can you see that? That's how it remains on your lip as well. Like it has that oil sheen to it, and it's a nice shade when you look at it, but on the lips it can get a little bit patchy. So it's sort of like a neon pink shade. So that is something that I was like, okay, because I have the other shades. Like I have the shade called Dream On that doesn't do the same thing. I have the other red shade as well, which is all good. Only this one was a little off. And then my god. And then the next one I'm going to be talking about is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Transylvania. And I'm not sure if the other shades are like this, okay. I have tried the Miss Claire Soft Matte Lip Cream, so I'm hoping that it's the same. So it is pretty pigmented, comfortable and all that, but this shade in Transylvania, it's a dark purple shade, like a smoky purple shade. So almost like a blackened purple shade. So when you just apply it like this, it looks really nice. It really does look nice on the lips as well, but it is quite patchy and it is difficult to get it to look even. So you have to use a lip liner, like a dark purple lip liner or something like that, and then use this one on top of that. Just on its own, it can get a little too patchy for my liking. And then the next lipstick I'm going to be talking about are the Swiss Beauty matte lipsticks. I think this is what it's called. It's shaped like the MAC lipsticks and the Faces one and all that. So the problem with this is, like in the tube it all looks nice, and like when you swatch it, like look at the pigmentation. That is all you get. These are very like glossy looking with almost no pigmentation on your lips. Like when you swatch it on your hands, that's not how your lips look, right? We have natural pigmentation on our lips as well, and this one cannot mask it. Now you guys would be like, okay, what do you expect for the price? It's not that pricey, so it's okay to be like that. No, we have other lipsticks like from Biotic. There are lipsticks from Swiss Beauty, Blue Heaven, which I really like, are very pigmented and they look like a high-end lipstick and last really well on the lips as well. And the performance is really good, but this one, it's not my favorite. I have this one in two shades, Hazelnut and Natural Cocoa. So if you see these lipsticks and you want to buy it because they are cheap, think again. And another lipstick that has like no pigmentation at all, and I don't know why they sold this. This is the Faces Canada Go Chic lipstick. I'm not sure if this is available anymore or they discontinued it. If they discontinued it, well and good, because no pigment. That's a red, by the way, if you guys are like, okay, what shade is that? So I'm actually applying a lot of pressure to get that. And when you apply this, see, when I'm swatching it on my hand, you can think like, okay, fine, that pigmentation is enough for me. But when you apply it on your lips with the natural pigmentation of your lips, these colors, they don't look good. So these are something that I think we had back in the day, like 20 years ago, and it was fine, but now it's not. So this is not something I purchased. I got it as a gift when I bought something from Purple. Of course, these brands would just give us anything and everything that doesn't sell, right? So you get these kind of lipsticks as free, and you're thinking that you're going to get a lipstick as a free product, but you actually get a product that is of no use. So they just add in products that are actually not selling, so they just want to get rid of stock. So they give this as free. So yeah, this is in the shade Lady in Red. Not my favorite at all, and definitely wouldn't recommend this as well. Wouldn't ask you guys to go buy this. If you see this as well, think about me. Think about what I told you guys. No pigmentation, and for a faceless lipstick, that is surprising, because their other bullet lipstick, that is really nice, and their lip crayons are some of my favorite lipsticks. So for a brand like Faces to come up with this, I'm like, what went wrong, Faces? You were doing so good. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is, again, all of this lack pigmentation, you guys. Big disappointment. So this one is the Rimmel lipstick in the shade 48. This is their nude collection. So this is in the shade Dark Nude. How dark is this nude? I'll show you. Yeah, that's how dark this nude is. But this is just so glossy on the lips with absolutely no pigmentation. So this is like my money gone down the drain. I did swatch it in my 100 nude lipstick videos. I will link it down below if you guys haven't watched that video already. But yeah, what a disappointment, because Rimmel has some of my favorite lipstick formula. They're very long lasting and pretty pigmented, but I just don't know what went wrong here. And then some Nykaa lipsticks. So they're Nykaa mini so matte lipsticks. These are the ones. So I have a couple of shades: Naughty Nude, Taupe Thrill, and I think this one is in Irish Coffee. I'm not sure what this shade is. But some of the shades are pretty good. Like I have a shade called Bon Bon, which is really nice, and they are pretty pigmented. But this shade in Naughty Nude, and especially the shade Taupe Thrill, they don't have the pigmentation you would need to mask the pigmentation on your lips. So if you have naturally pigmented lips and you're going to buy this shade, it's just not flattering at all. So you have to apply a lot of pressure to get the pigmentation on, and I don't think it's worth it. Even though it's just 199 rupees, I still don't think it's worth it, because you won't get the proper performance of the lipstick. So if you see these so matte lipsticks, there are some shades that are really nice and there are some shades that are not that good. So just be wary of that. And the next one I'm going to be talking about is the Nykaa Matte to Last liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Begum. You guys know my problem with this one. I'm not sure how this even happened, and how in the world, like sometimes you think like, how in the world did this happen? So this liquid lipstick has shimmer particles in it. I'm not making it up, you guys. Every time it's like, as soon as I apply it, you can see so much of shimmer, like glitter on my lips, and I don't know what they were going for. Is this a metallic liquid lipstick? I don't think so, and I don't think anybody else has this problem. I've not seen anybody review this one, mention this particular point, but I have never used this for that particular reason. Like when I'm swatching a shade of something like, say, purple lipsticks, I would probably include this just to show you guys how the swatch looks on my lips, but I would never recommend this shade, because I'm so scared that you're gonna get it with shimmer particles in it too. If anybody else has that same problem, please let us know in the comment section down below, because the shade itself is actually a very pretty shade. It's like a very pinky purple shade. It's very beautiful, but the formula, not so much. And then the next one I'm going to be talking about is the Lakme Absolute Matte lipstick. This is in the shade Dynamite Berry. Now I love this shade. It's a very beautiful, like, deep red shade. These are one of my favorite shades to wear, and I really don't have any problem with this shade. But what my problem with this particular lipstick formula is that it is very flaky on the lips, and it's not the typical Lakme formula. I love the Lakme lipsticks, like the 9 to 5 lipstick, and there's an also Absolute Matte lipstick in the shade Berry something. One of my favorite lipstick formulas. So I don't know what actually went wrong here. It is matte and it's like a creamy matte finish, but after some time it just gets really dry towards the center of your lips and kind of flakes and cracks. It doesn't look really nice, especially because the shade is quite dark. So the lighter shades probably you can get away, but these kind of shades, it's a big problem. And then the next one I'm going to be talking about is this L18 Colourpop's matte lipstick. This is in the shade Berry Dance. Now when this first launched, everybody was raving about it. Now I don't see a single soul talk about this particular shade. I was thinking that it was all fine, and that time I was not introduced to a lot of affordable lipstick, like I mentioned, the Blue Heaven and the Swiss Beauty lipsticks. But these again, they break in the tube itself. Actually, mine is broken too. This is what the shade looks like. They're not very flattering on the lips, you know. The formula, it has too much of a sheen to it that even if you have a little bit of like flakiness or anything on your lips and your lips are a little bit dry, it is going to enhance that and show it like that. And not the most pigmented lipsticks in my opinion. Now again, we can justify the price and say that it's very cheap, but there are so many other lipsticks almost in the same price range that I really like. So I will be talking about those lipsticks in another video, like my favorite hidden gem kind of products that not a lot of people talk about and they don't get the recognition they deserve. So that video will be coming up very soon as well. But this one again is a big disappointment, like now, given that I have so many other things that I don't even use this. I have 2 shades in this and I never ever reach for it. So if you guys have this particular lipstick, do tell me if you guys have actually been using it ever since you got it, because you might be having other options as well. And the irony is that it says matte, but it's not one bit matte. Then I have 2 Color Bar lipsticks. So this one is their, I think, Velvet Matte lipstick. This is in the shade Hearts and Tarts. And this is the Color Bar lipstick in the shade Wild Mauve. Now this was a lipstick I bought when I first started off my channel. So I did a top 5 purple lipstick video and I wanted some more like mauve, fuchsia, purple shades to swatch. So I got this one. I was very impressed with it. I'm still impressed with it, but I don't know what the problem is with Color Bar lipsticks, that they kind of get this weird texture on it. I will try to insert a close-up shot. It looks like the lipstick is sweating. I'm not sure if it's a mold, but right now, and don't smell the best. And so these lipsticks actually go rancid really fast. I have other lipsticks from my collection that are way older to this. I mean, yeah, you have to they do have an expiry date and you're supposed to trash it off really fast, but these go rancid really fast, you guys. And even this one in the shade Hearts and Tarts have that same thing. I hope you guys can see it. So I have actually stopped using these lipsticks because of that reason, because I don't want to risk my health. Money I can earn, but health I can't. So I don't want to risk my health with this. So I've just kept it in case I want to sketch something with these lipsticks or something like that. But I wouldn't give it to anybody as well, because you can't use such kind of, it's dangerous. And they look kind of disgusting too. So I just hope Color Bar has actually changed the formula and the newer lipsticks are not like that. But yeah, in case you're buying these lipsticks, just keep in mind. Okay, I will link them in the description box below. So if you guys check on that link, I think you'll know which range this is. I think this one was the Velvet Matte. I'm not sure what this was called, Creamy Matte or something like that. But I will link it if I can find it so that you guys can stay away from it. So yeah, those were pretty much all the lipsticks that were disappointing for some reason or the other. Mostly more or so because of the formula, the consistency and all that. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Do let me know what are the lipsticks you were super disappointed with, and I would love to read that. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.